Yes, I still want to talk about my freedom obsession. And one thing I forgot to mention last time is how it seems like freedom in today's modern dystopia only applies to groups and not individuals. I'm not necessarily against group freedom, or on a second thought, maybe I am, but the thing is that I don't like the idea of not having freedom as an individual. Because one thing that I believe is a problem here is that if you were to just give freedom to groups instead of individuals, the groups will abuse their freedom and decide we're going to force these individuals who aren't like us to be like us. And at least from my perspective, that's not true freedom. But more to the point, if you focus on so-called group freedom, and when some individual comes up with some brand spanking new idea that can improve the world or what have you, and that idea could be suppressed because it's not compatible or not consistent with what the group wants, and I'm not crazy about that either. So I guess I'd like to say that freedom should be for everyone. Well, I will say that freedom should be for everyone, but if people are going to focus on freedom for groups, that's a bad thing. I guess just as bad as if you just focus on freedom for individuals. Nevertheless, I keep thinking that freedom for individuals is more important than group freedom, because a lot of the breakthrough ideas come from individuals and not necessarily from groups. Looks like that's all I have to say. I wish I could say more because I'd like to talk more about this, and my notes are very limited. Where are they? I just noticed something. Anyway, I guess I can say one more thing about this particular issue, and that is my desire to be creative at all times is also an important factor to consider in this regard, because if a group decides that I, as an individual, can't do my comics the way I want or whatever, then that's going to be a problem. And of course, I would interfere with my individual freedom. So I'm still focused on my freedom obsession and individual freedom. And I can also say that this particular issue would not really be an issue in a resource-based economy. Yeah, that's what I should have brought up earlier. In a resource-based economy, government doesn't exist. Instead, what might be considered government is the cybernetic network that oversees resources and so forth. But the point I want to get at is that as far as, as individuals' lives go, each individual can determine for themselves how they want to live. Because one interesting thing about a resource-based economy is that advertising doesn't exist. That means that you as an individual can decide what goods and services you want, as opposed to being brainwashed by the mass marketing campaigns and so forth. Am I off topic? Well, whatever the case is. I think I'll stop right here and maybe bring up this issue later, because I'm still freedom obsessed. So see you later, Ralph Nader.